It's time for a Humans in Tune conversation with Darren on 93.9 Mike FM.
Hey, friends and neighbors, it is time for a 93.9 Mike FM Humans in Tune segment. If you're looking at this screen right now, you're like, look at Chris Harris. He's so proud. He sure is. Your SEMO men's basketball team, OVC champions for your 2022-2023 season. And in the studio with me today is head coach Brad Korn of your Southeast Redhawks men's basketball team. Coach Korn, good to have you. And we're super excited about what's coming up. We've got, the NCAA tournament right around the corner, the big dance. It's the, we were talking on air on the rock station earlier. It's basketball Christmas. You guys are going to find out who you're playing and dig in deep. It's been one heck of an amazing season. We've been watching this team, love going to the games, seeing the excitement that builds at the Show Me Center on those home games. And, of course, we have the firebrand Eric, who's calling the plays for us on air as well. So it's a lot of excitement built around it, and you've culminated this in a championship. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Every season has its ups and downs, and, a lot of teams go through a lot, but it seems like this team has gone through more than most. Just the injuries, illnesses, the things that we've had to deal with, the highs, the lows, losing 7 straight. 2 weeks to go in the season, you're in position to be playing for first place. Right. You lose that opportunity, and then to finish it off by winning four games in 4 days in Evansville was to get that ultimate prize. Obviously, was testament to the kids and just how tough they actually were at the end of the season. And
when you mentioned that, floating around first place, fighting for first place, big ties for first and second. There started to become a little bit of a gap there. And as you guys were preparing for the tournament, was there anything that you were stressing about going into those games?
The only thing we really told the guys, I really felt all season long when we first got together for the first time in June, because it's 10 new guys, 2 new coaches, so there was a lot of turnover within our little organization. For sure. And so, but I just watching us work out, watching the guys, the way they were moving and talking, I thought we could be a really good team and we could contend and compete. Right. And so really at the end of the year, finally, when all is said and done, when the 18-game conference season is over, you're going to the conference tournament. Everybody knows what's at stake. Right. It just was like, hey, guys, this is it. And if you don't think that we can win 4 games in 4 days, don't get on the bus. Yeah. If you don't pack for 4 days, don't get on the bus. Because we don't need anybody with any kind of doubt. If you don't believe, don't get on the bus. And as soon as I said that, all of our guys in the locker room were kind of like shaking their head like, yeah, we can go do this. And they had that. Our guys really had a calmness and a really good presence in a way about them the whole weekend. Really from Tuesday night when we got there until Friday night before the championship game, they just had a real calmness and a real focus. Like they knew what they were there to do, and then they just went out and did it.
Well, you as a coach, of course, you're a big part of your role is leadership and creating that environment where these guys can gel and these guys can work together, and it's moving parts in a big, beautiful machine that wins championships. And so for you to bring that and set that bar, that says a lot for how the season ended up. A championship game, 4 wins in a row, back-to-back each night. That is an absolute marathon. I'm sure you guys pretty much slept all weekend, right?
Yeah, yes. It was, and you go through so much. I think sometimes we get so caught up in the result of what the event is, and we don't understand sometimes that these are 18 to 22, 18 to 28-year-olds in Chris Harris's case, because he's the old man of the group. But they go through a lot too off the court. Just in their personal lives too. Well, so you're just managing. You're managing a lot of different things throughout it. And so again, for that one moment in time, though, for them 4 days, for those 5 days, all you have to worry about is basketball. And then when we did, and when we had a majority of our team healthy, I think we got to see some of what our potential could have been all season long. But again, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect in life. Nothing's perfect in the basketball season. And so it's finding your way through the months and the grind of the season to get to that point. And fortunately for us, we were able to put it all together at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely, and you sure did. And talk about a roller coaster season. That's what it was, and I feel like it was kind of that way across the conference. Yeah, a lot of teams swelling and falling back down, and it was just an exciting season. And we're so proud that SEMO is wearing that hat and that they're going to the NCAA tournament. You're going to find out who you're playing on Sunday. The NCAA selection show broadcasts on Sunday at 5 p.m. and we're having a party. We all want to find out. And like we said earlier, it's basketball Christmas. Nobody knows until that moment in time when we're all hanging out at the Show Me Center together. Yeah. So to that end, we invite you guys to come out with us on Sunday. We're going to be at the Show Me Center. The doors will open at 4 o'clock. It's absolutely free to come. wear your Redhawks gear, paint your face up, go crazy, all right? Pretend this is another championship game because we're gearing up for a tournament. And come on out at 4 o'clock. The doors open at 4. The team's going to roll out about 4:30, 4:40, and get all set for the selection show that will broadcast on the big screen for you right there in the Show Me Center at 5 o'clock. And that's when we're all going to find out. That's when we get to open our Christmas present.
That's right.
And see where you guys are headed and who you will be taking on in the first round of the NCAA tournament. As we're gearing up for that and you're getting your guys ready, what's the big game plan in their mind? I know earlier we talked about because you won and because you're moving on, you're able to continue to work out and practice.
Yeah, it's really that is staying sharp. You know, we got to keep our edge. It's a long layoff.
Yeah.
Saturday to this Saturday be a week, and then depending upon when you play. So you're looking at maybe 10 days before you even play another game. So it's that fine line. You know, Aquan Smart, one of our starters, he didn't play in the championship game.
Right.
So we're down another body in practice. So it's that fine line. You want to stay sharp, but at the same time, you need everybody that you got.
Now he was out. Was it a foot injury?
Yeah, foot injury. And he's kind of day to day. So we'll see where he's at come by the time we find out who we're playing and where. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll get to play in that game and all that. But you know, we need everybody healthy, but we need to be sharp. And there's only really one way to be sharp, and that's to play basketball. So it's finding that fine line between both, and with the long layoff. So we got back on the court yesterday, moving around again today. We'll take another day off here between now and then when we play. But really the last week, you know, of the season, it was more about us, you know, more so than it is the other team that you're playing. And so, obviously, we didn't have a bunch of practices when we played 4 games in 4 days. It's just sheer determination, sheer willpower, applying what you know. At this point, you know, in March, there's not some brand new drill or some brand new terminology that the coaches are going to use. You know what's been put inside in the practice time. So now it's just a matter of applying that. But we do have to stay sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting. You know, we talked about that level of focus and everything going into that tournament week for the OVC championship. We know that you guys are going to have that same mentality going into this game, that it's going to be, you know, a well-oiled machine. They're going to get out there and give us a great performance. As a SEMO alum and a lot of SEMO alums that listen and tune in and so forth, you know, we're real proud of you guys. It's exciting to see you back. It's been 23 years since you guys have made it to the big dance, so that's awesome. And we hope to see you continue to succeed through the tournament.
Yeah, obviously, to say it's exciting is an understatement.
Sure.
But, you know, first tournament team in 23 years, but no SEMO team has ever won a game in the NCAA tournament. And so now that's kind of our new focus.
There's your next milestone.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's where the guys' minds are, and that's what we're going to attack.
Absolutely. We love what you've done with the program, with these guys, and what you've instilled with them as both athletes, but also leaders on and off the court. You know, character is such an important thing to me. We've had a great legacy of coaches that have been character-building coaches. And to see, you know, the alumni come back in from 10 years ago, 15 years ago on those days, you know, to see where they're at in their life. And you know that this program is instilling a great sense of leadership and everything in these men as they move forward. So we're excited for you in the tournament. We can't wait for Sunday, and we really encourage you guys to come out and join us at the Show Me Center again. It's absolutely free. Come on out, meet the team afterwards, after the broadcast is done. We're going to hang out there on the court a little bit. You can come say hi to Coach Korn, wish everybody good luck and fair winds and following seas, as we would say. And this is going to be a national broadcast, too, from the selection show. That's important to note. So if you guys have ever thought about painting yourself red and SEMO with your friends and trying to make Sports Center, this could be your opportunity to do that. But no, it's a national broadcast, so we want to fill the Show Me Center up with that Redhawks pride and send you guys on your way in the best of ways.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's a great moment for everybody in the region, the university, the men's basketball program. You couldn't get this kind of exposure any kind of way, and so we've got to capitalize. And I think that the community and everybody else will show up and show out.
Well, SEMO, you know, we're celebrating the 150th anniversary of the university.
Yep.
You know, as recently as 2019. You had the Commissioner's Cup. You know, we have great legacy now. I think we can say that of SEMO athletics that we're building through all of our programs, and not just your basketball program. So this is just another turnkey moment, another milestone, and another notch on the stock in SEMO's amazing athletic performance. So thanks again, Coach, for coming on with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you, and we wish you the best of luck in the tournament.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
You bet. It's been another Humans in Tune segment. You can catch your OVC champion Southeast men at the Show Me Center for the NCAA selection show on Sunday. We're going to be there at 4 o'clock with the doors opening. The team will roll out about 4:40, and the selection show will show up on the big screen right at 5 o'clock. And then after, you can come down and meet the team on the court and wish them well as they head into the NCAA tournament. Catch our next Humans in Tune today at 11 o'clock. I'm going to have Dr. Letitia Wright on with me. and we will be talking about some great stuff there with some leadership ideas and ways to maybe turn your life around and make some new entrepreneurial decisions. So tune in for that at 11 o'clock. Thanks again to Coach Korn. We will see you next time on our next Humans in Tune.
Thanks for catching this Humans in Tune conversation with 93.9 Mike FM. Find previous interviews on our Facebook page, or you can listen via our podcast at 939mikefm.com.